So let's talk about a couple listings that we have coming to market that we are really excited about. These are going to span from anything from a perfect owner occupant property to a great cash flowing investment property. We'll start with the first one out in Alston. Now, this property is a smaller one bed that is renovated, a corner unit with probably a dozen big windows overlooking Commonwealth Avenue, right next to the T. So you have superb access to both Harvard along Harvard Street into Cambridge, as well as Brookline, and then taking the T right into the city. BU is essentially in this neighborhood, so from a rental perspective, there is very little chance that this property will ever go unrented as long as the price is appropriately set. Currently, we have it rented for $2,300 a month, and this is on a furnished basis. And the property we will be bringing to market at $400,000. The second property that we have is a great Fenway investment. Now, Fenway represents, again, one of those neighborhoods that if you were to drop a pin and take a look at what is available both in a walking distance as well as from public transportation, it is unparalleled the access that living in this neighborhood provides to people. Whether you're a student, whether you're in medicine, whether you're a working professional, whether you're retired, these are elements that you want to take a look at when analyzing, is a property a good investment or not? What are the qualities that it has? This particular property is a combination of two units into a penthouse duplex in a beautiful brick building that has created a 2-bed, 2-bath. There are skylights as it's the top floor, over a dozen windows in the unit, and a rare second full bath, which if you look at the entire building and neighboring buildings, you often don't have a second bath with a 2-bedroom unit. This one's currently rented for $3,200 a month, and we are going to be offering right at the $800,000 mark. This would be a great addition to anybody's portfolio of rental properties, as it is a stable asset in one of the most desirable, most rentable neighborhoods, probably in the country. The third property that we have is a property at Tremont on the Commons. Now, if you're not familiar with Tremont on the Commons, it is literally a building that is on Boston Commons and offers unparalleled views of Boston Commons and the Charles River. Now, this unit is on the 16th floor, so it is one of the top floors in the building, and it offers just a wide berth of both windows in the bedroom as well as the living room and kitchen, right onto Boston Commons. It has one of the largest decks in the building. It's like a 20-foot deck that overlooks the Commons. Now, if you know anything about real estate, park views typically are desirable, and for Tremont on the Commons and Boston Commons, this is no different. So this property, it's a larger one bed that has been well preserved and updated. The building itself is just going through a beautiful refresh of all of the common areas. It's a concierge building, so you have a brand new lobby, you have your gym, your pool area, one of the few properties that does have a pool in the city. 24/7 concierge security. You step out and you are on Boston Commons. The property is in the Theater District, technically, which is one of Boston's most vibrant neighborhoods. Every single T line is within a 3-minute walk from the property, so access to other neighborhoods unparalleled. You are a 3-minute walk to Back Bay, 5-minute to South End, 5-minute to Beacon Hill. You're essentially in downtown. Financial District is another 7 minutes away. Just an unbeatable location with some of the most revered views in all of Boston. Now, this property does have a full parking spot, which is being offered with the unit itself. Pricing is going to be in the mid to upper 900s for this property. It's currently rented out. The tenants may not be extending, so perfect opportunity for an owner occupant or again as a rental property. The fourth property that we have coming to market is going to be offered both on a first sale as well as a for rent basis. Now, this is in Millennium Place. Millennium Place is the building that, in my opinion, was the tipping point for downtown's revitalization in the 2015 to 2017, probably 16 mark. This building brought lifestyle concierge living to Boston. Now, we've had many buildings before that are concierge buildings, full service with gyms, etc. None of them have come to Boston with, as much as I hate to say it, with a New York flair. Now, the importance of that is people who are potentially looking to invest, buy, live in other cities now also have and had an option in Boston that parallels or if not exceeds many of those properties that are found throughout the world that Boston really didn't have too many of. This particular unit is a great 2-bed, 2-bath. It's just under 1,200 square feet, and it allows the owners to have a quiet inside of the building. If you're street facing, you can have a little bit more noise, but the inside is really nice. The property itself, Millennium Place, has held up very well. It's a mid-sized building of about 256 units, give or take. You do have the option of rental parking right over at the Ritz, which is directly across the street. And the building itself offers 24-hour concierge security, doormen. You do sometimes have the option for rental valet in the building. There is a great gym. There's a common area lounge that's fireplaced. They just added an outdoor space recently as well, and a gym as well. Millennium Place is one of the first buildings to really offer a signature lifestyle program for the residents. This is called La Vie, and essentially what it is a calendar of events that's available to residents in the building to build a community. The developers understand that there is a certain element of kind of autonomy that you get if you live in a larger building of over 100 units. So their solution was to provide a program of events ranging anything from book signings to athletes who are playing in town coming to speak, to post-orchestra events, to food, new restaurateurs who are looking to kind of get their offerings out to the residents of the city. You can choose to go to as many or as few as you want, and it really is, again, something that creates a community within this building. So that's a unique element to Millennium Place. This building also offers, I think, one of the best values for full service buildings. For $1,000 to $1,300 a foot, you can get into a superb full service building in a desirable downtown location. So these are the listings that we have coming to market. We are very excited about them. We are going to be staggering in terms of their launch. So if you are interested in any of these or any other off-market or pre-market opportunities, we would love to talk with you and see what we can do to help you meet your goals.